guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Going to continue our look at Aces High today by the great Iron Maiden by checking out the guitar solos. Before we do that, please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button and also ring that little bell. Even if you're already subscribed, make sure you ring that bell so you know when I get released my next lessons and stuff like that. It's kind of how it works. It's the only way it works. So let's start here with this solo. We're going to start with the first phrase of the first solo, which starts with a 7th fret bend on the G string, still in standard tuning, and as you bend it up, you're going to continue alternate picking it and then release. And then you can play 5 on the B, and then set on the 8th fret, bend and release into this lick. I'm sorry. So that lick is going to be pulling off 8 to 5 on the B string, over to 7 on the G, back to 5 on the B. And then we kind of have a repetitive lick that goes down across the next 2 string sets. It's going to pull off 7 to 5 twice, over to 7 on the D, back to the 5 on the G. Then do that exact same thing now starting from the D string. So you just stop when you get down to the A, so it is. So coming out of those bends. All right, the next phrase sounds like this. All right, so the best way for me to play this is first you start with an open high E string. Then you're gonna pull off 8 to 5 to 0. So pick 8, pull off to 5, pull off to the open high E, and then it's 7, 5, 0. So you pick 7, pull off 7, 5. For me, it's easier just to take my pinky and let it go back and forth between the 2 notes. Or you can do it that way too. So whatever way is comfortable for you, you're always pulling off 3 notes to the open string. Then sliding into the 10th fret there on the B. When you do that slide, switch to the neck pickup. And then we have one of those patented little kind of legato-y licks. All right, so that in slow motion. That's going to be a hammer from 12 to 14 on the G, pull back off to 12, over to 14 on the D, hammer back 12, 14. And then hammer 12, 13, back to 12. So a little hammer pull between 12 and 13 and 12 on the B, back to that 14 on the G. And then when you go back to the B string, you're going to pick 12 and hammer 13, 15. So kind of go all the way up. Then we're going to have a hammer pull between 12 and 13 on the high E string, and then a bend at the 15th fret on the high E string. All right, then we get to the second guitar solo. So let me play through this real quick, and then I'll show you how to play it phrase by phrase. All right, so like I said, it's another short but sweet one here. So we're going to start here with just this little legato lick. But it's not as fast as the triplets in the first solo. This one's just in 8th notes. Now what you're going to probably want to do is use your middle finger to mute the high E string, and then just play the 15th fret on the B, pull off 12, then the open B. And then do this lick again, but this time pull off 15, 14 on the B, then the open B. So you're kind of rotating between the 12th fret and the 14th fret there. Do it like 5 times. And then we have a fun lick here. Now, when he's picking the notes, he's trying to kind of add some little pinch harmonics to it. So just add a little pinch harmonic. If you don't know that, look for the pinch harmonic lessons on the site, and you'll find everything how to do it. It's just basically the flesh of the thumb hitting the same times the pick along a harmonic node point. So it doesn't have to be a specific harmonic either. It's just kind of for effect. So we're picking the 12th fret. I'll do it without the pinch harmonics to make it a little less annoying for you. We're gonna have pick 12, pull off the open string. So we're gonna do that all along the scale. So then it's 10, pull off, 8, this, and then 10, 8, 7. Then 8, 7, 5, and then 7, 8, 7. So we have this 12, 10, 8, 10, 8, 7, 8, 7, 5, then 7, 8, 7. And it the 6th fret there on the G. All right, then we have this next phrase, which is kind of a little bluesy sounding thing. Sounds like this. And it's kind of on the record. It's kind of hard to get exactly note for note here, but he's basing it really kind of off a blues scale, really. So it's you're sliding to the 9th fret on the D, and then kind of quick rake up to the 7th fret on the B, and then you're gonna pull off 10, 9, 7. Over to 9 on the G, then pull off 9 to 7 on the B again. And to a bend there at the 9th fret on the G. So we had this. And then you're gonna release the bend and quickly do that's what that blues note is. Pulling off 10, 9, 7 on the G, and then over to 9 on the D. And like we did before, move back to the G string, roll over, and pull off 9, 7, and then 9, 7, pull off on the D. So we have this. After that bend, then to 9 on the A, and slide it down to that 5th fret. So the whole lick. All right, and then the end of the solo, we have this. So more pinch harmonics here, very staccato sounding here. So we have this, the notes at least are the 7th fret on the B, then 10, 7 on the G, and then 9th fret on the G, and then 9 on the D, and 8, 7. So we have this. Then 9, 8, 7 on the A. And when you get to that last 7, kind of a little bend and release there. So this. And that last lick. So that's sliding into the 16th fret of the G string, then playing 15, 17 on the B, and then we'll do a kind of a pre-bend on the 17th fret. Release, down to 15, into the 17th fret on the high E string full step bend. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those are some relatively short solos when it comes to Iron Maiden land, but they got some great stuff in them anyway. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.